A few weeks ago, I made a life-changing decision and I bought my forever boat. She needs some work, but she's everything I've ever dreamed of and much easier to handle as a solo boater. Over the past few weeks, I've navigated numerous canal locks to bring both boats together, allowing me to begin the transition from my old vessel to the new one. Renovations on my new boat are already underway and the Rum Wench has been lifted out of the water for hull blacking in preparation for her sale. Join me this week as I strive to turn all of my plans into reality. Good morning, I'm still unpacking here on board HMS Grumpy. Still not sure if I'm keeping that name. But I've run out of storage, and I did mention in a previous video that I'd love to get some sort of cupboards made over here and along there, and also some wardrobes for the two end bits at the end of the bed. I'm going to move Roger's amazing painting and put that on the dinette because I seem to spend a lot of time sat there, and I'd love to be staring at that ship, thinking of adventures. You know, imagine it back in the day on one of them, pulling hold of them lines. Yeah, getting the sails up, bit of keel hauling. Yeah, I just lose my imagination and stuff like that. But yeah, it's storage solutions. So what I'm going to do is, there's a local boatyard to me called New Concept Boats. And they make really, really good boats. They make them bespoke to anybody. And my friends Phil and Lynn, who have been in a video, they've got a beautiful narrowboat called Speedwell. They couldn't praise them enough. And also my friends the other day that I took out for blacking with, that boat there, Hughie, they had their boat built there. And they're local, they're in Acton Bridge where I was born and bred. So I'm going to head over to them and see if I can look around some boats and get some ideas, some storage ideas. And if I see something I like, if they can make it for me. So that's the plan. So I know I've not got a wide beam, but I'm just going to have a look on this wide beam at some of the carpentry to give us an idea what we're after. The storage opens this way, so that I could probably pop my telly on there and in bed. I want some storage steps. I mean,
lift up onto,
yeah. I'm also going to have a talk to Darren about if there's any way you can fit me a washing machine on board Grumpy.
They go from like narrow to wide, and they also curve.
What do these buttons do?
One of them plays music from the phone.
Does it?
And the other one's a demister in the light.
Oh wow, how clever is that? That's proper posh.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, and then underneath the bottom there,
I remember us doing that.
we did this.
Oh my god, that's gorgeous.
With your pirate theme, it looked like a barrel.
Like a barrel. There's a top loading washing machine there which we can build into the wardrobe or anything.
So we're getting some really brilliant ideas being here. I'm getting all excited, my juices are flowing just knowing what it's going to look like and how much stuff I can fit there, because at the moment I've hardly got any storage in that bedroom. All my clothes are in boxes and it's a nightmare. So come on Darren, tell us about you and a little bit about New Concept Boats.
New Concept Boats started 21 years ago, 2004, when I bought a boat for myself. We mainly do new stuff, but like you've been down today, we can always help out doing odd jobs here and there, different things. So yeah.
And you do everything.
Enjoy the job. The lads enjoy it. It's just it's a nice industry to work in.
And you guys like playing about on boats?
Love it. Started 7 years ago I did, and wish I knew about it before. Yeah,
I've been doing it since I was 16, 10 years this year I think.
You only look 16 now.
Yeah, I'm 27.
Same age as me. Right, let's get ourselves back to Grumpy and get unpacking some more of those boxes. Good afternoon. It's a little bit of a late one today, but I've been really hectic this morning, still trying to find little homes for everything on this boat. But this afternoon now, I'm really excited because the guys from New Concept Boats are going to come to my boat, have a look round, see if they can offer any solutions to my storage problem. So now I've got two men in my bedroom and I'm trying to find a way to hide all these coats, and they're talking now maybe of fitting a wash machine in here, but we'll see, but they're just measuring everything up. So the guys are just going now, and wow, they have just come up with some amazing ideas. I mean, it was great yesterday going and seeing all the things happening there at the yard, but for them to actually measure up and see what was possible. Oh, I'm so excited. So watch this space. I mean, I can't do anything yet because the Rum Wench is still being blacked, but I know very soon then I'll have some mega storage solutions and hopefully a washing machine on board this boat. Ooh, and then I can go off cruising. That's all I need. So it's not a nice day today. I'm just about to leave, and this hire boat have just pulled in now because they said they wanted to see me, and then we'll be getting on our way. Where did you go? Ooh. Oh, I would have loved it if you'd have fallen in then. Oh, thank you.
We know you like that.
Oh, thank you. It was a hug. Oh,
Do you like that?
no, I don't drink.
No, I don't.
A massive thank you to Jane and Richard for the rum, but now it's time to move this boat and hopefully try out the bow thruster. So we're past all the more boats, so let's try out this bow thruster. So I think what happens is you press the button and it'll move the front. Now it's an electric bow thruster, it's a Vitas one. So I know it's only connected to one little lead acid battery at the front, so I don't think you get it for long. But we'll have a go now. So what should happen is if I press this button, the left button, then the boat should move to the left. So let's just slow it down a little bit. Oh no, the left button's making it move to the right. Oh, see? And let's try the right one now. Yeah, and that pushes it to the bank. So I don't know if I'll ever use it, to be honest. Apparently they are lifesavers and they help you get out of awkward situations. But I think the tiller is far more responsive than that. I suppose it will be handy when I've got like a bywash that's quite strong. But it's nice to know I have it, and it's nice to know it's working. The weather is bloody crap. Bonnie's decided to go inside and sit by the fire. Oh, she doesn't like the rain. I love this time of the year because you can see all the flowers sprouting and the birds are all tweeting. It's gorgeous, even though it's raining. I love it. It's too big for you, that stick. Leave it. It's too big. So we've just moored up here. I'm actually on rings and I could have been back a bit more. However, there's a fallen tree over there and I thought if I'm moored opposite that, it's just going to cause complications for other boaters. So I came forward a bit, but I'm still on rings. I'm not going to get much sunshine here on the solar, but it is only a 2-day mooring anyway. So by the time that's up, I'll be on the move again. We didn't try the Kraken, did we? So let's have a little try now. See ya.
Yeah.
Good morning. I've just moved my boat back here, just past that little bit of a fallen tree bit, because every time a boat was going past, she was banging into the bank really, really loud. And the main reason for that was, one, I was on a curve, so I've moved from that, and two, my fenders are a little bit squished. They're knackered. They're old. So at Anderton boat lift at a weekend, there's normally trade boats, because I normally trade there at a weekend if I'm in the area as the pirate boat, as most of you know. I can't wait to be doing that again. But for now, I'm going to walk down there and see if there's some trade boats, hopefully selling fenders. I also need one for the front and also a tip cap for the back. So let's go and see what type of traders are there this weekend. This is the Anderton boat lift, an amazing piece of engineering. And this is where all my this chapter started really, because that was out of order. I couldn't get the Rum Wench down onto the River Weaver to be blacked, which meant I stayed in this area a bit longer than I should and ended up buying another boat. Oh, but yeah, it's brilliant this is. I've shown many videos, in fact I'll put a link to one here of me going up and down that. Wonderful. And the River Weaver is just a beautiful, beautiful river. And it's such a pity it's closed because this year marks the 150th anniversary of it being built. But I think it's going to cost millions to get it repaired. You can get to the River Weaver via the Shropshire Union Canal, heading towards Chester, Ellesmere Port, jump on the Manchester Ship Canal and get there that way, which again I've done. So, and it's not that hard. People think it's really complicated. All that needs to happen is your boat has to have a seaworthy certificate and then you pay for the locks on the ship canal. So there's no fenders here, but I've just bumped into Andrew, who I've known quite a while, and he sells his lovely art and his missus makes crochet. So I'm going to have a little talk to him now to find out how this all sort of started.
My wife's pet project that she loves doing, it's a hobby, is crochet. And so when we moved on the boat, she kept making tons and tons of stuff. We couldn't keep giving stuff to family, so we thought, why don't we start selling? And I thought, well, I can't allow my wife to do it all, so I'd better do something. So I started doing a bit of art, and that's how it all started, really. So I do the easy stuff, and she does all the witchcraft, because as we all know, crocheting is impossible. I've tried it, and there's no way I could do it.
And do you enjoy doing your art?
I love it. I mean, I was a primary school teacher anyway, so I was a bit of a jack of all trades. So I thought, well, I'm not a brilliant artist. I never thought myself as a brilliant artist, but I looked at Dutch pouring, and this is Dutch pouring, so you're basically working with fluid and paint and you're manipulating it to mix together. And I just like the colour, you know, the way the colours come together, etc. And then I started thinking, well, maybe I should actually offer a bit of actual painting as well. So I started with these little sort of cottage type paintings with a bit of mixed media, just to make it a little bit cuter and a little bit twee, I suppose, but a lot of people like them, so yeah, it's developed from there. And then I just started doing it. Like that was my latest one, this little lighthouse is again a movement towards maybe more nautical stuff, and I think I'm going to start incorporating some canal boats in to appeal to sort of people that live on the canals, you know. But while I'm talking about it, you mentioned you like this, Heidi, so I thought, as you got a new boat, this can be your boat warming present, your first picture.
Very kind. Oh wow, I love it.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I love that. Look at that. That will just go so wonderful with my new pirate boat, won't it? So I'm just walking back now and I've bumped into these Canal and River Trust people here, and they're doing what's called the Friends Scheme, where you can sign up and become a friend of the Canal and River Trust. Very similar to what the National Trust does. But what it is, it's a way that people can donate money regularly and help with the upkeep of the beautiful canals and towpaths.
Hi Heidi, how are you?
Yeah, good, good.
So I'm Shona and I'm a paid fundraiser with the Canal and River Trust. The Canal and River Trust is a very young charity started in 2012, but responsible for a very ageing network going back some 250 years, a vast network covering 2,340 miles. They have a 3-point focus, heritage, which probably goes without saying, but all the locks, bridges, structures. It is of note they are the third biggest historical building owner after the Church of England and the National Trust. So a huge amount of heritage that we want to preserve and protect. Their other focus is well-being. 1 in 8 people don't have a back garden, so it's safe to say it's really important, whoever you are, wherever you come from, that this is open and available for you. Being beside water, I'm sure you'll all agree, is really, really important for your mental health and physical health as well. The other focus, which I feel is really vital, is wildlife, and one of the amazing things I feel that they've done is they have planted the biggest orchard in the world. It's actually 50 miles of fruit trees between Worcester and Wolverhampton, which provides not least all the fruit that you can help yourself to, but for the bees. There's 35 separate species of British bees, and they are flourishing since that's been grown, so planted.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
So we're looking for members, we call them friends, which is a monthly donation of people's choice, so no particular set amount, but for that you are really, really helping us. So being a member, not least you get made to feel part of the Canal River Trust, and we have many members already. You get your Cool Canal Walks book, which is a lovely book which was actually donated by 2 wonderful women who themselves have done the 2,000 miles in their narrowboat, which is quite a thing. Here we have, and I will try and pronounce this, the Llangollen to Pontyhilty.
The Llangollen to Pontyhilty.
That's the one. And one page will tell you about the area, and then obviously the
Just you to pick the hardest one in there.
You get 10% off in the visitor centre here in the shop and the cafe. Free entry to Wellesmere Boat Museum, and again 10% off in their shop and cafe as well.
All for what? How much a month?
So a minimum of £8 a month.
Right.
Obviously, if you can donate more than that, then it's always appreciated, and 100% of your money, because none of us are on any commission, 100% of your money goes exactly to Canal and River Trust to help fund not least the locks, but things like for the wildlife, the waterway wildlife, for habitats, and any more than that for major restoration. Obviously things like the Anderton boat lift, which sadly is broken at the moment, all these things that need funding to keep and protect them for everyone's enjoyment.
See, I learned something there, and I've been on the water for 15 years, so thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Heidi.
So one of the main things as well that we were talking about earlier is that compared to the National Trust, the Canal and River Trust has only got 30,000 members, whereas the National Trust has got over 2 million. So that's a big thing, and I think this year you're hoping to get, is it 100,000?
100,000 members.
Yeah. Wow, that'll be really good, because the money that'll bring in helps all of us boaters, people that like to walk the canals for their mental health and just having a day out. But Bonnie's now ready to go home, I think. But anyway, thanks very much.
Thank you, Heidi. Lovely
Every
meeting
little
you.
helps. Back on board Grumpy now, and I've got my wonderful lighthouse painting, and I don't know where to put it. It's definitely going to fit with my colour scheme of this boat. I love it, and I love the nautical theme as well. And for me, what's wonderful is on this boat I've got so many original pieces of art. I've got the Rum Wench there by Sharon. This is one of Roger's wonderful paintings of traditional narrowboat and butty. So I love having, original art. I feel like dead posh, I've got original art on my boat. But I love it because every piece tells a story, doesn't it? And of course as well, not forgetting that amazing ship in my bedroom, which when I've got myself all organised, it's going to go there, right in the dining room, so I can sit there and just stare at it and think of pirate adventures. Yeah, but where to put this for now? I think I'll just put it on there because I think there's a nail. And there isn't, there's a hole. So for now, I'm going to put it there. Just there. Good afternoon. You find us today cruising on HMS Grumpy. It's a glorious day and my friend Gabs came to join me today because she's not had much experience cruising the boat. The first time that she joined us, she was just doing all the locks and it went dark. And today she said, Heidi, will you take me for a proper go on your tiller? So we've just been up now. We cruised through Barnton Tunnel, which is quite kinky. And now we're heading to the services to fill up with water and empty the loo. And then I'm going to cruise towards Wincham Wharf because the Rum Wench is still having her bottom blacked and hopefully she'll be put back in the water this week, which means that I can be there to film her getting her bum wet again. So that's the plan for today, but you can't not cruise when it's a glorious day like this. It's just perfect. So you having a good time, Gabs?
I'm loving it. It's like sun shining. I'm having such a lovely time. There's no boats coming, so I'm calm as a cucumber until a boat comes around corner and then I'll shout sails and hand it over to Heidi because she's a pirate and captain and she can take over. But so far, I'm just loving every moment.
And it absolutely stinks round here of wild garlic. But we've got this terminology because we've watched I don't know if you've seen it, the box set Black Sails. It's amazing. It's about pirates. And when they see a boat on the horizon, they shout, sails! So every time Gabs is seeing a boat, she's shouting, sails! Are you enjoying the boating, Gabs?
It's like camper vanning, isn't it? Luckily, I'm used to this job. I've done it a few times, and then facilities are good, so it's been all right.
Yeah, see, van lifer does boat life. Nothing changes. So another thing that's happened is I've had so many people messaging me, am I going to Crick Boat Show? You know, it's the UK's largest boat show of the inland waterways because they've got wide beams there, narrow boats, all sorts of things. It's a wonderful thing and I love the entertainment and everything that goes on. And this year, to be honest, I wasn't sure if I was going to be going because I'm skint with everything with the two boats until the Rum Wench sells. My life's sort of up in the air at the moment. And then I found out that my video from last year was nominated into a competition for best coverage, I think it is, of the Crick Boat Show. So I felt so overwhelmed, and because it's been nominated, I've got a free ticket to go this year. So that means that I can afford to go, basically. So if anybody is going, then yeah, let's meet up, come and say hi, have a drink. The other thing is, if you do want to vote for me, you know, feel free to do that. But what I'd ask for is, there's 4 channels been nominated and every single YouTuber works so hard on their videos, and you know, it's hard being pitched against each other because we all bring something different to the canals and to the YouTube, because we all do it very differently. So watch them all, watch everyone's videos, and whichever one you think resonates with you, then vote for, you know, because I love the fact that everyone brings something different. You know, 4 narrowboats can do 1 canal and all do their own take on it, which is wonderful. That means there's something out there for everyone, isn't there? Yeah, so feel free to vote up for anybody because, you know, it's helping us all. We're all in this together, as it were. But we're going to be coming up very shortly to our mooring at Wincham Wharf. And then I think it's definitely going to be rum time.
I need a double.
And I'm going to be cooking
Proper pirate.
in my methylated stove tonight. I'm going to try and cook a pizza. So I'll show you a little bit how that methylated stove works as well. Woohoo! So we've just moored up here, right by the peacock farm. I love it here. There's loads of peacocks, and at the moment the males are flirting, shaking the bums, showing off all their colours and a big fan, which is lovely. And just over there, if you can hear it, is the Lamb's Wharf, and they've got a live band on. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head off and have a quick little drink, because it's been quite a long day. So we moored up and made the last song of the band in that pub, and then they finished. Ah! But that's the Lamb's Wharf. They always have loads of bands on it. It's a wonderful atmosphere in there. But I thought I'd show you me methylated stove. Loads of people have asked me about this. So it's on a bit of a gimbal. It sort of swings along, and every sailboat that I've been on has these type of stoves, and they're brilliant. So there's no gas on this boat. It's all done with methylated spirits. And you have access to these huge burner pots here, so I'll just show you one. These. So this is for the left ring. I've got one for the right wing, and I've got one for the oven. And you just fill it up like this. Just tip it in. I mean, it takes loads. You can fit, I think, a full 2 litres or something. So its own little gimbal sort of thing in there, and also in there. And the one in for the oven is just below. So it's so easy.
I just cooking in the garden, it's all a load of bullshit. Whoa.
So I know a round pizza doesn't fit in this oven, but these, I can fit 2 of these in. And whilst the pizza's in the oven, we're going to have a little bit of a drink. We'll have a bit of Mount Gay. We've got it in a little bit of tropical crush just to water it down a little bit. There we go. And whilst I'm pouring this, a huge thank you to this week's pirate crew. Thank you for everything you do. Look at them 2 beauties. Gordon Ramsay, eat your heart out. But Gabs, have you enjoyed your proper day's cruising?
Yeah, I've loved it. I've had a right good go on tiller. I've not crashed, I've not sunk any boats, and then we've heard live music, seen swans, peacocks. It's been wonderful. Right, loved it.
Oh, that rum's so nice, especially when you've got it with a mixer. So I'm going to be tucking into my nice, gorgeous pizza now. And I'm going to leave the video here. If you have enjoyed it, please do give me a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. And hopefully I'll either include at the end, or it'll be next week, the Rum Wench goes back into the water. So that's it. Please take care, stay safe, and a huge thank you to my lovely, gorgeous patrons. Woohoo! That's nice.